These BMW M4 turbos that I rebuilt recently, this one had a problem. It blew up, so the shaft broke. We're going to take that apart and see why that failed. This is the pair, so that's the one that went bad, and he sent the other one back, which this one actually still looks good from the outside, but maybe we can take it apart and figure out if there's something else that was going on with these. They did like a kind of T51R mod on this thing. So that was done after I rebuilt them. So I don't know if they accidentally dropped something in the feed area or what happened. And that one must have got damaged in shipping or something. It's a possibility maybe it got damaged in between or when they did that mod or something. I don't know. Take that one apart, see what the problem is. So this is what it looks like on the compressor side on the bad one. What I would check first is to make sure that the clip is in securely. I've had some people, they put, like, not on this model necessarily, but on the HX models, it was really common. They would put the clip in, but they wouldn't pry it back so it was actually seated properly. This one looks like it's seated as far as I can tell. I could try to pry on it some, see if it moves. It looks like the clamp's tight here, so these probably weren't the issue, so we're going to have to dig deeper into this and see what happened. One thing I'm looking at here is I'm noticing how the wastegate flap is closed right there. Well, it's not fully closed, but this is in the relaxed position. So, like, I'm surprised how it's not open farther than that. These are electronically controlled, so I don't know if there's this, it would be closed position, open position, midway, or whatever. But I guess there's a possibility if they over adjusted it this way, then, and you could see how much adjustment they've got there. So it's pretty far over this way. If this is the open position, you're not giving it much flow out of the exhaust side for the wastegate, which could cause it to overboost. I don't know if that's the problem, but I'm just pointing that out. I don't know what it was supposed to look like normally because I haven't seen one of these in a really long time, and I don't even know if the actuator was mounted when I messed with that. Last time I built one of these was like 2016. You can see where the journal bearing started rubbing up against the turbine shaft really bad. I'm really surprised where that broke right there. This is right at the end of where the journal bearing was. This was a new shaft that we used. The piston ring's still in good condition, which is kind of unusual, I think, because usually if it had a serious issue, it would melt or like fuse to the turbine wheel or the shaft, but it didn't do that. The rear seal area is messed up pretty bad, but I can actually fix that. I can machine that back out, sleeve it, and then machine it back out again. So that's not a problem. We gotta make sure our journals are still good. See if this is locked up or anything. Oh, it actually moves pretty good. I was expecting that to be wedged in there real bad. It looked clean as far as I could tell. Inside of the bearing looks good too. Just on the front side, this thing failed somehow. Plus all that shock from that shaft breaking, it probably put that top line in there, but it's not like it's deep or anything. Rear journal looks like it's in good shape. So we'll move on to the front one. I'm going to dig a little deeper, but the shaft actually broke 2 times, which is something I don't think I've ever seen before. It broke behind the compressor wheel, and it broke right at the other end right there, where it's below the collar. I'll keep digging, and I'll show you more of what we're looking at here. Thrust bearing just completely broke right there. The front seal, you could see it came off and shimmied its way down. If the front seal was bent, during installation, it usually just fuses to this area. And if that does happen, it's noticeable when you spin it. I always hit them with some compressed air to make sure that the turbo spins properly before it leaves here. I don't really know how that happened. Seemed like maybe it was just a sudden shock or something. That gold there, it looks like bearing material worked its way up here. Let's dig under the thrust bearing. Maybe there's something under there that will help us figure out what was going on here. If you look far down in there, you can see that the clip started to come out, but didn't fully come out. I'm trying to get the journal bearing out and it moves freely. I just can't get it to come out of there. So I'll try to hit it with a hammer or something to knock it out. I finally got the bearing out. I had to hit it out with the socket and hammer. When that shaft broke, it shoved that bearing up into the oil feed thing. So that's what you see there. That's an imprint of how the bearing made a mold inside of where the oil feed was. Now it wasn't locked up on the outside, and it wasn't locked up on the inside either. You could tell it was rotating enough to mess up enough brass on the inside there to the point where it just filled that area with little brass inserts or whatever you want to call that. Bearing housing really wasn't in that bad a shape. Besides, when I pushed it out, it left a huge scar right there. That's extremely rare that would ever happen when you push a bearing out. I've never seen it push up into that little oil feed area and make a mold in there. I don't know how else I would have saved this unless I tried to cut the bearing in half while it was still in there. And I saw that little flake right there, and I thought, well, maybe a rod flake got in and locked it up, but I don't really think that's what happened. I think the shaft just broke for some reason. And you can see back there really far where the C-clip rides against, it's got a burr around there. That may have been from me trying to hammer that bearing out, because the bearing was stuck to that clip. You can actually see where it's put bearing material on the clip. The clip was still in there too. It tried to work its way out on the backside but never did. Maybe that just happened after the failure or something. You could see when it suddenly came apart, it just smashed into that bearing on one side. I might have to remake this bearing housing. I mean, I could clean that up and make it go back together, but then you're kind of losing oil pressure at the front here, possibly. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this. If I remake the bearing housing, I need to make sure I have I think a Subaru one to do that. So we'll see how it goes. I'll make a video on that and I'll record it and show you what happens with that. My guess is that it surged or overboosted because the wastegate's not being open enough. I'm not really sure. Otherwise, I guess it's possible that the shaft just had an issue for some reason. What do you guys think happened? Put in the comments section and I'll read them and see what I think.